Eagles' Jalen Hurts and Darius Slay secure Pro Bowl spots as A.J. Brown withdraws. Ed cracks 21 hours ago. While the allure of Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas beckons, the Philadelphia Eagles find themselves in Orlando gearing up for the Pro Bowl festivities, a departure from their presence in the grand Super Bowl spectacle last year. The Eagles' representation at the Pro Bowl has expanded with the recent elevation of quarterback Jalen Hurts and cornerback Darius Slay from first alternate status to active participants. This change comes as a consequence of the San Francisco 49ers' Super Bowl involvement, rendering quarterback Brock Purdy and cornerback Charvarius Ward unavailable for the Pro Bowl roster. Hurts and Slay join a distinguished roster of Eagles Pro Bowlers, including right tackle Lane Johnson, center Jason Kelce, left guard Landon Dickerson, running back DeAndre Swift, and edge rusher Hasten Reddick. Johnson and Kelce secured their positions as starters through fan votes, while the others earned spots as reserves. However, the Pro Bowl roster underwent a shift as wide receiver A.J. Brown withdrew from the game on Tuesday, citing injury concerns. This decision is presumed to be linked to the knee injury he sustained in the Eagles' regular season finale, forcing him to sit out the subsequent wildcard playoff loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For Jalen Hurts, this marks his second Pro Bowl appearance, having been voted in last year but missing the game due to the Eagles' Super Bowl commitment. In the 2023 season, Hurts showcased his versatility, completing 65.4% of his passes for 3,858 yards and notching a career-high 23 touchdowns. His groundbreaking achievement of 15 rushing touchdowns set a new NFL record for most running touchdowns by a quarterback in a single season, a feat shared with Buffalo Bills QB Josh Allen. As for Darius Slay, this Pro Bowl selection marks his 6th overall and 4th with the Eagles. The extent of his participation in Florida remains uncertain, given his back injury sustained against the Buccaneers, which necessitated him being carted off the field. Slay, during the Eagles' locker room cleanout day, expressed relief that the injury wasn't more severe but acknowledged the need for at least 3 weeks of rest before engaging in off-season workouts. The Pro Bowl this year deviates from its traditional format, opting for a skills competition and non-contact flag football rather than a full-fledged tackle football game. The event spans multiple days, with skills competitions taking center stage on Thursday and the flag football game, along with additional events, scheduled for Sunday. This innovative approach aims to offer fans a unique and engaging experience, departing from the conventional Pro Bowl format of previous years. In a bid to fortify both the literal and metaphorical prowess of their coaching staff, the Philadelphia Eagles have made a significant addition by bringing in former Seattle defensive coordinator Clint Hurtt. A formidable presence who once commanded the defensive line during his college days at Miami, Hurtt steps into the role of coaching the Eagles' defensive line, a unit that holds the potential to redefine the narrative of a somewhat underwhelming defense in 2023. Tasked with guiding the Eagles' defensive linemen, Hurtt's appointment comes as part of a reunion with newly appointed defensive chief Vic Fangio, who previously served as his boss in Chicago during 2015-16. In the complex realm of defensive coaching, Hurtt faces both the simplest and most challenging task among his peers. Possessing the most talented group on the defensive roster, he shoulders the weight of high expectations and a sense of urgency to deliver tangible results. As Hurtt steps into his coaching role, the specifics of his job description and the resources at his disposal for the 2024 season remain shrouded in uncertainty. The Eagles have adhered to a Fangio-style defensive scheme for 3 seasons, and with the real McCoy now in place, it's likely that a similar setup will be implemented on the field. However, the nuances of the coaching staff structure might undergo alterations compared to the previous season under Nick Sirianni and Sean Desai. Hurtt's key responsibilities will include working with foundational players Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, along with other promising talents such as Milton Williams, Marlon Tuipulotu, Moro Ojomo, and future contract players Thomas Booker and Noah Ellis. Notably, veteran defensive tackle Fletcher Cox contemplates retirement, and even if he opts to continue playing, contractual considerations may impact his future with the team. The Eagles' defensive line, under the tutelage of previous coach Tracy Rocker, faced challenges towards the end of the 2023 season, potentially linked to conditioning issues for Carter and Davis. The burden of significant playing time in college at Georgia, coupled with the demands placed on Cox, could be contributing factors. A critical voice from the NFC echoed concerns about the interior defender's late-season performance, emphasizing the need for consistency in technique and discipline. Clint Hurtt assumes the responsibility of tapping into the abundant talent within the Eagles' defensive line, aiming to address the lapses observed in the previous season. Hurtt's hiring also underscores the persuasive influence of Vic Fangio in attracting top-tier coaching talent. With a wealth of experience in the Fangio defensive philosophy coupled with his stint as the defensive coordinator in Seattle, Hurt possesses a unique blend of skills to not only handle the day-to-day teaching aspects but also contribute to the broader defensive strategy. As the Eagles embark on a new coaching chapter, the impact of Clint Hurt on the development of their defensive linemen remains a focal point in the ongoing evolution of the team. In the intricate choreography of coaching dynamics within the Philadelphia Eagles, the arrival of Clint Hurt, former Seattle defensive coordinator, serves as a captivating narrative thread, weaving together elements of experience, expertise, and the promise of revitalized defensive prowess. As a formidable figure who once commanded the defensive trenches during his collegiate tenure at Miami, Hurt's addition to the Eagles' coaching ensemble is not merely a personnel move but a strategic investment in fortifying the team's literal and metaphorical defensive front. Tasked with the formidable responsibility of molding and optimizing the potential of the Eagles' defensive line, Hurt's appointment carries the weight of expectations, given the underwhelming performance of the defensive unit in the 2023 season. The reunion with defensive chief Vic Fangio, who previously played the role of mentor during their shared time in Chicago, adds a layer of familiarity and cohesion to the coaching synergy, hinting at a shared vision for the Eagles' defensive resurgence. As the custodian of the most talented defensive unit on the roster, Hurt faces the paradoxical challenge of having both the easiest and toughest job on the defensive staff. The talent at his disposal is undeniable, yet the expectations and the urgency to produce tangible results loom large. The success of foundational players like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, coupled with the development of promising talents such as Milton Williams, Moro Ojomo, and others, will be under Hurt's discerning guidance. In the realm of coaching intricacies, uncertainties surround the specifics of Hurt's job description and the potential restructuring of the coaching staff under the Fangio regime. The nuances of defensive line coaching, coupled with the potential addition of assistant coaches and the delineation of roles within the coaching hierarchy, remain intriguing storylines yet to unfold. The concerns stemming from the late season wear and tear on the Eagles' defensive line, articulated by an NFC source, highlight the imperative for Hurt to instill consistency in technique and discipline. The conditioning challenges faced by players like Carter and Davis, unaccustomed to major reps in their college careers, underscore the need for a nuanced coaching approach tailored to individual player development. Hurt's unique qualification, born from his extensive experience in the Fangio defensive philosophy and his tenure as a senior defensive assistant in Seattle, positions him as more than a position coach. He becomes a strategic architect, entrusted not only with the day-to-day teaching aspects but also contributing to the larger defensive structure. In contemplating the broader implications of Hurt's hiring, it becomes evident that his arrival isn't just a coaching change, it's a recalibration of defensive aspirations for the Philadelphia Eagles. As the team embarks on a new chapter under the tutelage of Hurt, the echoes of his coaching acumen resonate as a beacon of hope for a defensive renaissance, signifying a pivotal chapter in the ongoing saga of Eagles football.